Hi, everyone. Okay, so tonight we are working on problems 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and on the other side it's going to be 17, 19, and 21. So we have 17, 19, and 21. Some of you were able to get this complete in class. Some of you did not, and so this is the time to work on it. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We were working on models. So for number 1, remember we were looking at the denominator, and there we go. So I need to take a look at the denominator, and the denominator is going to tell me how many rows or columns I'll need. So I'm going to go ahead and use the x's because I think it's easier. 2, 3. All right, I erased that. Let's go ahead and just use dots. It's fine. So I'm going to, my denominator tells me how many rows I'm going to have. So I'm going to have, sorry about that, but I just needed to use this as a tablet. So it's 1, I thought I had that there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this one right here, this 10 tells me the total amount. So this is 5. I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to have a total of 10 dots, and it's going to be 5 rows. My numerator then is going to tell me let me back it up. It's going to tell me how many groups I'm going to show. So it's going to be 3/5 of the 10. So I need to have 3. I'm going to circle 3 groups. So this is going to be 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups. So this is going to represent 3/5 of 10. And so how many are going to be in that group? Absolutely. I see 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the answer is 6. Let's work the next one. On number 2, I have 2/3 of 15. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at my denominator, and my denominator is 3, which means I'm going to have 3 rows or columns. And I'm just going to do the rows right now. So it's 1, 2, 3. Out of those, there's 3 rows. So I need to have a total of 15. If you take 3 goes into 15 5 times, that's how many are going to be in each row. If you're not sure of that, you can just count it out. That's 3 and then count up to 15. That makes 6. That's 9. That's 12. And that's 15. Looking at my 2/3, I have my 3 rows, right? So I have 1 row, 2 rows, and 3 rows. Out of the 3 rows, I need to circle 2 of the 3 to represent 2/3. So how many do I have in my group? Very good. I'm going to have 10. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So then my answer is 10. Number 3, I have 3/8 of 16. So I'm going to, let me see if I can, this picture. There we go. We kind of disappeared that. Okay, so I'm going to have 3/8 of 16. So again, look at your denominator. And my denominator is 8. 8 tells me how many total rows I'm going to have. So I'm going to have 8 rows. So let me go ahead and do my 8 dots. I'm going to do it up here because I'll have more space. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. that up, 7 and 8. So now I have 8 rows. Out of the 8 rows, I need to represent 16. So I'm going to have 2 in each row. That's 4, that's 5, 6, 7, and 8. So here I'm representing a total of 16 because that's what I have right here. Now, with my 3/8, my numerator then tells me how many groups I'm going to have out of the 8. So here I'm going to represent 3 groups. So it's 1, 2, 3. So this represents 3 groups of the 8. And how many are in each group? Absolutely. So it's going to be 6. So 3/8 of 16 or times 16 equals 6. All right, let's look at number 4. I have 5, 6 times 30. So I'm looking at my denominator again, and my denominator is 4. That means, oops, nope, I jumped the gun on that one, didn't I? I'm looking at number 6. So my denominator is 6, so that tells me I'm going to have 6 rows. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll put one up here, 6. Make that a little darker. There we go. All right. Now I need a total of 30. So how many am I going to go? How many will I have in each row? Absolutely, I'm going to have 5. If you can't figure that part out, then just count it. This is 6, and then you can count 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then keep counting until you get 30. Okay, that's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. There we go. So now I have a total of 30 because my whole number is telling me that. I need to find 5 out of the 6 to find out how much is that valued at for my 30. So I'm going to circle 5 because that's my numerator. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how many is that total? Very good. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So the answer is 25. I'm going to just put it out here because I kind of went over that line right there when I grouped it. Let's look at the number 5. 5 sevenths times 14. Look at the denominator again. That denominator tells me what? Very good. How many rows or columns? So I'm going to put 7. Do it out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need a total of 14, so I'm going to have 2 groups of 7. My numerator tells me how many I'm going to circle, so I need to have 5 groups of that 7. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many fall into there? Very good. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So the answer is 10. And now the last one. So are you catching on when we're doing it as a model, building an array model? Let's look at my denominator. That is 5. So I'm going to have 5 dots. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I need a total of 25. So how many are going to be in each row? There you go. 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10. That's 15. That's 20. That's 25. So out of the 25, looking at my numerator, How many will I need to circle? Very good. I'm going to circle. Oops, not you there. 3. All right, so now it's 5, 10, 15. So the answer is 15. Very good. All right. Good job so far. Need to at any time pause me, and then that way you can catch up. Yay! Good work, good work, good work. So happy for you. Good job, good job. Thumbs up. Not an easy concept, so if you're getting it, hip hip hooray. All right, so now let's go ahead and move to the next one. Oops, I need to. Okay, so now let's move number 17, and we're going to follow that same concept, right? So there are 32 students in Mr. Samuelson's class. Now, out of those 32 students, 5/8 of the students are boys. How many of the students in the class are girls? Interesting question. I'm going to kind of move this way. So I have a total of 32. 5/8 of the students are boys. Of 32 students are boys. And I need to find out girls. So let's look here. What's my denominator? It's 8. So how many rows am I going to have? You can do rows or columns. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The next step is I have to look at my whole number. I have 32. So how many are going to be in each row? Excellent, 4, right? Because 8 goes into 32 4 times. Again, if you did not know that one, just simply count it out. So I have 8. That's 16. Okay, that's 24. It's 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. What happened? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 16. 2, 3, 4, 5. I see what happened right there. So I'm going to get my eraser. I see what the major mistake was. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here is 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. And now it's 1, 2, 3, 4. See where my mistake is again. Be real careful with that because it'll throw your counting off, and you want to make sure that you're right. Some of you did that today because you're like, it's not making sense, but you had to check your counting. Keep your columns and your rows in order. Okay, so now I have a total of 32. I'm just doing a spot check. Very good. Now I need to circle 5 of the 8 groups. So let's go ahead and circle 5. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 8. So how many are boys? So it's 5, 10, 15, 20 of them are boys. What's remaining? Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be girls. How many do I have? 3, 6, 9, 12. So it's going to be 12 girls that are here. All right, very good. All right, let's look at the next one. Does that make sense? I just want to make sure that you're understanding the concept so that if the way it's going to be on STAR, they're going to have models that you would need to pick out and then come up with the answer. Or they'll start you off with a model and you would have to finish it up to get the answer. So I want to make sure that you're understanding that whole concept. All right, let's look at number 19. Which problem does the model represent? Now you have on this one right here, a lot of kids were getting confused. So I want to make sure you've got to go into your answers, right? So looking at your answers, I have 7 as my denominator, 5, 7, and 7. So I'm going to come back over here. Remember, we've been doing rows as an example, but I said that you can do columns too. Sorry about that. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, but I don't see 4 as a denominator, right? So now I'm going to count across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops, there we go. I have 7 as my denominator. So it's going to be the columns. So what can I eliminate right now that I don't want to deal with? Yes, you're absolutely right. This B right here, just get rid of that. So now I'm focused on 3 choices. And we were talking to the kids today that start practicing on eliminating what doesn't make sense so that your choices are limited, and you won't get all that confusion. Now I'm looking at out of the 7 groups, how many were circled? So you're looking at 2 groups, right? And you can always take your pencil and see that it's 2 groups out of the 7 were circled. Which one represents 2 out of the 7 groups? Good, very good. So the answer here is going to be D. Because you have a total of 28, and 2 out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 were circled. It's not looking for the answer, it's just the equation. All right. Does that make sense now? Good. Next one. This is a multi-step problem, but it's not that difficult. I'm going to kind of move it. All right. Natalie had 64 beads. Oh, that's nice. She used 24 beads to make a bracelet. Oh, I wonder what that looks like. Then she used 7/8 of the remaining beads to make a necklace. How many beads does Natalie have left? Oh my gosh, seems a little confusing, right? But really, let's go back and use our reading strategies on there and really chunk what we know, right? We want to make those annotations. I have a total of how many beads? 64 beads, right? She used 24, so this is beads. She used 24 of those for a bracelet. And I forgot the E right there. I put bracelet. Sorry about that. Let me just fix it because it's bothering me. As soon as I wrote it, it's like, that's not right. Something's wrong. There we go, bracelet. So how much does she have left? So now I'm going to take the difference, and 4 minus 4 is 0. 6 minus 2 is 4. So this is what she has left. Now she used 7/8. I'm going to write my equation. She used 7/8 of, remember that of the remaining, so this is what's remaining. That's an N, so don't give me a hard time tomorrow, of 40. Remember we said that of is the same thing as a multiplication, so it's 7/8 times 40. So it would be one or the other. So now let's take out the 7/8 of it, and how much does she have left out of that? How many rows am I going to have? Rows or columns, whichever one. Very good, you're going to have 8 of those. So I'm going to go ahead and draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need to have a total of 40, so how many are going to go in each row? Very good, 5, because 8 times 5 equals 40. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's already 24. That's 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Okay, and there's 5 in there. Now, out of this 40, I'm going to use what tells me how many am I going to circle. because I need 7/8 of it. Very good. This one right here, my numerator tells me how many I'm going to circle. I'm going to start here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's how much she's used. So if she's used this amount, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. She used 35. How much does she have left? Excellent. She's got 5 left. Good job. All right, and that's it for this evening. And we're going to finish this up with another activity that's regarding we're going to be multiplying without the models tomorrow, and then work our way into the division. You guys have a great evening. Happy Monday. Stay focused. We only have 4.5 more days left before spring break. Don't forget, Friday is an early dismissal day. All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.